All right. What's poppin', Tub Nation? Welcome back to Tub Takes. This is a VGC video podcast where we go over what's been making waves in the VGC scene. Today, I am joined by my co-host Adi. Oh no, it's raining.
Hello, hello everyone, dude. I was having such a great. You know how people go? They say that they go to work to escape their kids, and they're like, "Ah, I love going to work because it's like a relief from my
You have
kids."
kids?
I don't have kids, so I haven't personally had to say that. But that's how I felt about Regulation F. Is I went to work and I had like the best day of work I maybe have ever had, and it was. And then I went home. I went to the gym. I went grocery shopping. I got a haircut, and it turns out I got back and I was like, oh. And now I have to think about Regulation F for the next 5 hours, and that is why I was so productive today. Was I was just putting off
No.
thinking about Regulation F all day, and it was great. So that's where I'm at right now. But
That's so
we got the people
bad.
who are actually good at Regulation F to talk about and preview Toronto Regionals this upcoming weekend. So I'll let them I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yes. So we have Marcus, the Toronto local. I actually was doubting that you were from. I thought you were like somewhere in the middle of Canada, but you are Toronto, right?
I mean, like, yeah, like I'm an hour and a half out of downtown Toronto. Like I live in a different city, but
Sure.
yes, for all respects, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So yeah, you know the local scene well, as we've all been seeing, and
What?
what?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that later. But excited to have you on and to talk about Toronto as well as some other stuff like the GC and
Excited to
whatnot.
be here.
And speaking of the GC, we also have KaSun coming on for the first time after getting fifth in the most recent GC with a Sun team. How you doing?
I'm well. Yes, I'm from New Jersey. I'm part of the New Jersey local scene, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, and you're also going to be going to Toronto, right?
Yes, I will be at Toronto as well.
Awesome. So
Hey
we
man,
have,
if you ever have any of your locals who are trying to hide teams, just let me know. Give me a shout. I got you. Okay. I got you.
Yeah, now we're pretty open book out here. I don't know why, but yeah, we're pretty open.
right. No, it's funny. So then that means we have the three of you guys all going to Toronto. I will not be, just to make sure that we cover that. We'll probably, I don't know, some people might ask again later, but yeah, I'm not going to Toronto. So just to make sure that make that part clear. Didn't have any interest in playing Regulation F in the cold of Canada, even though there's some lovely people in Toronto. I'll miss you, Abe. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started today. So the first, oh yeah, I guess I should mention that if you have any question for us or our guests, please put them in the Twitch chat. And if you are watching this now, but you'd rather watch it on YouTube, exclamation point YT in the chat. It's fixed, Adi. I fixed it.
It works.
And I took the time to fix it. All I had to do is restart the bot. So, anyways, it was like literally a 3-minute task. And yes, it's done. So the VOD will be on Adi's YouTube channel tomorrow. So if you'd rather watch it there, 2x speed, whatever, that's where it'll be. First up, though, talking about streaming and stuff over on YouTube, we have Marita going to be doing some feature matches. They're going to be streaming some of the games. This is not official broadcast, but they are going to be streaming some of this. This is we're like technically a week early on this one, right? Marita is the following
This is the
weekend.
week after Toronto.
Weekend
Yep.
after Toronto. Yes. Yep.
For sure. Actually, Marcus, you've gone down south a little bit. Are you planning on going to this one?
No, I got traumatized last year after they started emoting on me and chanting
No!
Mexico in the crowd.
No.
I got no. I mean, I would have made it down this year. I love Mexico. I went to Monterey. And it's always fun to pull up to those tournaments, win some cash. You know how it is. But the very nature of this format is that I dislike it, and I refuse to play any tournaments that. All right, we'll get into it later, but that are not
Right.
like I have to go.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I will before we get more into the metagame analysis stuff. I want to ask both you guys at the top because I don't think we've had you guys on since Regulation F has come back, or maybe even in the first Regulation F. But I'll throw it over to you, KaSun. Were you playing? I actually don't even know when you started, but were you playing when the first Regulation F came around, and did you like it then, or did you not like it then? What are your thoughts on Reg F then and now?
Yeah, I did play the first run around. was running something similar to what I'm using now. I did like it then. I think I was like more creative at the time with my team building. Now I don't. I don't know, like reinvent teams that are already like kind of good. I would say.
Sure.
But as of now, I still feel like even though I did well to DC, I was like kind of lost by like that team felt kind of nice. So I'm still filling out some teams, but as of now, I don't like it as much. I would say versus the first go around. People maybe the game is just hard. I don't know. It's pretty difficult to like begin to like a lot of teams, but
Right.
I think
Absolutely.
I think when it comes to like best of one, I think I have like a decent like I don't know read of like things of like how to do well. So that's probably why I did
Mm-hmm.
decent. I didn't think I was going to do well at DC this time, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Reg F though. I think I'm okay with it. Like I liked it
Yeah.
much more the first go around. The second go around, I'm a little tired of it. I would say.
Yeah, honestly, that works for most formats, even some of the best ones. It's just like, we would probably prefer to be playing something new at the end of the day, if the option was there. Um, Marcus, what about you? How were you doing in the first go around of Reg F? Did you like it then? Do you like it? I mean, you already told us kind of how you feel about it now, but
Dude, I hated the format then. I hate it now. We're in this for the love of the game.
of course.
I mean, I did well at Vancouver in Regulation F, but even that result was heartbreaking because it was a bubble top 8, so it was like little bit skewed. I think the format's boring. I think it was already stale going into it, and I think the innovations in air quotes that people have had to make so far to prevent it from being stale have turned it into a nightmarish version of 2015. So there's just like, I think that the format is a little toxic. I mean, I'm doing my best to find a team that I think is fun because that's what I always do. But like no format will stop me from doing that. But it's been considerably harder to do so in this format than in others, is what I've noticed.
Careful bringing up boomer formats. You are in the presence of a VGC boomer. So I was actually playing back in 2015, and you know what? I'll let the comparison fly. It actually sounds fine enough. I think it's accurate enough.
Listen, man,
with,
like if I'm brought before a jury of 2015 players, I think they'd agree with me on that take. To be honest,
Rockslide Thunderwave, it's back. It's better than ever. That's so
Yeah.
2015 coded.
Yeah, man, better.
Back then, wait, my memory's actually bad. We could not Thunderwave electric types anymore in 2015, right? That had changed at that point, I think that all the electrics were immune to para. So you're really safe.
Were the darks yet?
No, not the dark types. The dark types were very much prankster affected.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways,
looping back to Merida, you guys know me and Alex's thoughts on Regulation F.
True.
But looping back to Merida, this is I did want to point out they did encourage people to co-stream this event.
Cool.
Alex, I'm going to be at Merida, so I'm going to be playing this one. I can't co-stream it, but Alex, any chance you are planning on co-streaming this event?
It's a thought, honestly. If I'm not doing anything that weekend, that could be fun because I know I'll be watching it. Pretty much any chance I get to watch official VGC content, I'm there. It's always a lot more fun to watch it live than it is to watch it back. If I'm watching it back, it's like for studying, to learn from the VODs and stuff. But when watching it live is for the thrill of it because you don't know who's gonna win, and so of course that's why it's just like great to catch these live. So if you're not watching it, make sure to watch it yourself. So. A lot of excitement with this official stream because I don't know, not every event gets streamed, so it's always cool. Love to give a plug to the people that make it happen when they don't get the official broadcast their way. Adi, there's a question for you in chat. Are you doing Santiago as well?
I am not doing Santiago. I am doing Querétaro instead of Orlando. So I am doing 3 events in 2 months, 4 events in like 2 months outside of the country because I'm doing Toronto, Merida, London, and Querétaro. I'm trying to leave the U.S. as much as possible, I guess.
Dang. That's
It's a
insane.
good shout. That's a good shout. I'm comfortable where I am. I'm not touching the United States until Pokemon Champions. So
Right. Yeah, that's actually somewhat of a topic today. But first, before we get into that, um, we got the VR pastes. So VR pastes is very much. It feels like it's very much a direct response to what happened with their leak and stuff like that. Um, and it's here actually. I should grab an actual filled in VR paste. I can find a team to throw into there or something like that. Um, let's
I
take
saw Abe posted in our chat a VR paste for the first time I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Was because he posted it with a password.
And it
You want to
looks
share his
pretty
team?
cool. Right? I know. I thought about that. I was like,
dude,
hey, can I
I
pull
think
this up
that
on
is a
stream?
great idea. Dude, I love that idea.
Abe would probably not be into this, but that's very much what Marcus is all about, right? So, okay, how do I do this? Give me the. I'll just do a closed one, whatever. I've put in the team that won Victory Road, the other one, which by the way, I don't think I have a full shout for it in the links here today, but I think Victory Road's doing another tournament this weekend. They love to do tournaments on the weekends that NA has regionals, of course. So, because no, I'm not trying to flame. Anyways, how do I? Okay, so it gives me a link. I want to see what it looks like though. Do I have to copy it, go to another tab? Is that what it is? All right. Here we go. So we have a VR paste here in front of us.
Okay.
And so it definitely looks really clean.
Yeah.
I think the interface is awesome. I would say the absolute best feature, besides being able to password protect it, which is cool for their tournaments and stuff like that. And I guess for sharing with other people. But I don't know, if you're sharing with somebody else, you're probably sharing them the password, so they could probably just give the password to somebody else. But the language thing. The fact that I can send this to anybody, and then if they were like, I mean, maybe they know the moves in another language, like if I send them an English paste, but they could, just open it up in their own language or whatever. That's a really dope feature.
I think as much as we can make jokes about them scrambling to get this together after the massive mess that was those pastes getting released, I think at the end of the day, this looks clean, and also the accessibility that it brings to the scene, for even bringing players together across countries, across cultures, right? It's something that's really cool for sure.
The irony of putting leaked spread the new paste is funny. So they're all out there, Mike. Come on. It's not like these are secrets.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny.
At Twitter at HappyDuckJJ or whatever, whoever posted
right.
that.
They put them out there. Somebody else pointed out that the double line bumping Ogrepon down is a little ugly, and I'll agree with you there. That is a little bit unseemly, whatever the word is. The major negative for this, not to really bring it down, is just that it's not integrated into Showdown directly, and that's fine. I don't think Showdown is going to take them up on this, but yeah, once Showdown integrated PokePaste into their official website, the game just was over. There was nothing left to be done. Pokebin was also a really cool one. Somebody else mentioned Lock Paste or something like that. I don't even remember it. I literally do not remember it.
Lock Paste was VR's first iteration of that. I think it was intended for World Cup, but it could also be used for other things as well. But this is definitely much more visually appealing than Lock Paste was. It was just basically just a paste bin with a password.
Somebody said no natures, and I think that is a good shout. Did that just get overlooked? Are we crazy? Is that just knowing?
Click extended on you're next to compact. Click extended.
No, well, maybe it's in there.
Yeah, it's there.
It is there. Yeah.
Okay. Nature bold. Is it any type of color coded thing? Let me see. I don't see any kind of color coding. I know that in actual Scarlet and Violet, they'll make a stat red and a stat green to show you which one's going up and which one's going down. But yeah, I guess in the compact view, they don't have the natures, which those are pretty important. Isn't that due to the
while we're talking about minor criticisms?
Yes.
The fact that the Fluttermade only has 3 things instead of 5 is bugging me. Like, I think they should just be putting all
agree.
6, so it's easy to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird. I felt the same when, again, we looked at Abe's paste earlier, Audie, and there was just like I'm on with 3, and I was just like, something doesn't look off. And now that you've mentioned it, I'm just like, yeah, that actually, the 252 spreads, they look a little bit stranger. But
Yeah.
so yeah, there's a lot
And-
of good here. Go ahead, Audie. You go ahead.
No, like you said, I think this is really cool. The problem is I don't think it serves a need. The main
Yeah.
reason being that I think that PokePaste, like if you see my videos, I will regularly put a Poke bin on screen, which has all the graphics because Raging Bolt is just not in PokePaste. And that, it turns out, it kind of sucks to look at when you're looking at Regulation F teams, and every single one of them has a Raging Bolt on it.
Right.
So yeah, so like in that sense, like I will be putting VR paste most likely on screen when we're doing team reports or whatever, just because it's definitely more aesthetically pleasing. But you're not looking for aesthetically pleasing when you are sharing a team. You just need something that is easy to get in and out of Pokemon Showdown most of the time. And so the fact that you can't import or export these directly to Pokemon Showdown is just the biggest issue that they're going to have.
You can't import
in
that,
terms
that
of
part's
You can export it.
easy-ish.
You can export it too. Click that.
This
Yeah.
oh
this is a click of a button.
That's pretty
so
cool.
like actually getting it from here to Showdown, this just puts it right in my clipboard. Then I can paste
I mean,
it in
I think
there.
like
That's
I think
cool.
we're spoiled by being able to copy a PokePaste's link and just drop it in, right? Like, I think that's a very cool
Oh,
feature
yeah.
that we
Well,
get to do. And I mean, the integration here, obviously, with it attempting to be a more secure way to, pass teams to people, the integration makes sense why they wouldn't do that, or
Right.
like even talk to Showdown about that. But I digress.
Right.
No, it's like I think that if the problem is security, then LockPaste already did it. Like totally good. And so you
Yeah.
know, like if it's just a question of making it so you can put a password behind your team, like that already, the functionality for that already existed. This is cool. It like objectively is a really cool platform. They've done a really good job of making it. It looks visually really nice outside of the few like small things that we pointed out. It's cool that you can change languages. I just don't know if anyone's actually going to use it because I don't think those are things that people
No.
actually have been looking for.
Yeah.
I will not be using it, unfortunately. There's just no reason to. When PokePaste does the job already. I was clicking around to try to find a so I can open up like a PokePaste. But I also just like have a extension for that in Chrome. I mean I just use Google Chrome. But like if we were looking at the same team, like I do just have an extension that puts Bolt, and I think Ogerpon is another one that
wow.
not normally there. In there.
Yeah, you gotta
and
forward
so-
that to me, please.
yeah, it's I'll let you know what extension it is, but it makes it
Yeah,
much easier to look at.
PokePaste.
I don't know if it works on mobile, but anyways.
Well,
But-
what I want the extension that lets me import a Pokebin or the VR paste into Pokemon Showdown with just by putting the link in, or by directly exporting it into VR paste. I think if you create an extension that does that, that's like for Victory Road. If you want a technical project, create an extension that does that for Pokemon Showdown, or make a branch of Pokemon Showdown that does that they can make super easy to implement, and that would actually get me to use this. I think is really what it would take.
Yeah. Otherwise, looks really cool. But the thing is it's also like this looks fine to me. Maybe it's because I'm so used to it, you know. But yeah. When it misses the pictures though, that's pretty lame. And then also, we're just all saying the same notes again and again and again. But the language thing, that's really dope. I love the language thing. So, anyways, yeah, VR paste, really cool feature. We'll see if they continue to work on it to a point that it becomes like a little bit better than what we already got, or much more better than what we already have. Oh yeah, the last thing I wanted to say before we move on was just because we're talking about this. It just reminds me that we used to use like Pastebin, like literally just like the website that people use to like share code and stuff like that. Like I don't know, like I mean you can use Pastebin for anything, but it was just I'm reminded way back then, there's some funny memories of Pastebin. Like for example, like on a regional weekend, or like just before the Friday night before, you could like mash refresh on the most recent pastes put up there and sometimes snipe somebody's team. Like you could just find Pokemon teams like publicly on there. It was just so goofy. Pastebin was a completely different time. We do have it a lot nicer now. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to talking about this other news here that was announced. About GamingGen. They are going to be hosting NAIC and Worlds. And this is where, I don't know, I'll throw it over to somebody else to maybe be a little bit more informing me. I think they've been hosting most of the events recently.
Everything.
And if you go
Every North
to
American event.
post engagements, I think this is where you just see a lot of people that are not very happy. And so I want somebody that can do a better job of it than me to explain why people aren't very happy. I saw a thumbs down from you, Marcus. Go ahead if you want. If you have anything to say.
I mean, listen. If you've been to a North American regional this year, you've experienced the day one existence, which is, mass congregating outside of the venue for like an hour, and then realizing that everybody has started to just like skip the line, and then you also start to skip the line, and then you get up there and you get past that escalator, and you realize, you look and you're like, there's only one security checkpoint here. That's weird. And then you get in there and you realize that every judge call that you need to make because of something or another takes 50 million years, because it seems like there's no staff around you, whereas some of the other not venues, organizers have, maybe more staff that they, have. And then you realize that the tournaments are ending like 50 millenniums later than,
I have
the other ones.
I felt that.
And it's just these things start to stack and stack, and then you look for the common thread of which events last year felt like this, and then you look at the organizer of the events last year that felt like this, and you're like, oh wait, this sounds familiar.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm sure they're doing. It's obviously a very complicated process to put an event like this together. It's a lot of people, like to unprecedented levels, obviously. But it's also like, if we have this amount of people registering for this tournament, are we not going to make adequate plans for it ahead of time? And it feels like at every North American event this year so far, adequate plans have not been made ahead of time. Like all three of Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, and Vegas felt like horrible tournaments to attend. And I think it is no coincidence,
right,
in this regard. But I'm yapping. KaSun, do you have?
No, you're good. You're good.
Any experience with this?
Yeah, I will say. I mean, I just prefer the previous organizers we used to have. I think I was looking over here to see if I still have some, and I have a couple of They used to do these badges. I don't know. They don't do it no more. They do the bands, but I kind of missed the company that did this. The Overload events. I think when they ran it was pretty good.
Overload was baller. Overload was great, dude.
And I kind of,
ball.
I don't know. I like keeping these like as like souvenirs, these things. So I was looking over here seeing like what the name of the organizer was, because I didn't remember. But yeah, those, I think they were very fine when they were running them. I do realize it did get like, I don't know. I mean, that's just like a small little antique thing to keep, but like it did get like more slower in the beginning and like running later. And like I think we had more rounds back then. We used to be around now 9 rounds, and so I don't know. I think they ran it pretty well with Overload, and not to compare too much, because like I'm sure they're doing their best, but I would just say, I mean, it will get better. I'm hopeful that they'll get better in their future events. And they are running them all.
Dude, I'm gonna push back. I disagree with this. And the reason I disagree, first off, you mentioned this trend that was seemingly started from started this year or last year. No, dude, they started. We've had the same problem with them not being able to handle the number of VGC players or the number of people in general attending these events since the start of the generation, when Overload Events was hosting these events. The San Diego regionals that was delayed by, the Orlando regionals that was delayed by hours was run by Overload Events. right? Like that, it isn't one organizer that's causing these issues. It's the fact that we have more players than ever, and the Pokemon Company is really rapidly trying to grow to the point where they can handle this capacity. In general, which is not to talk shit about overload events either. They're all doing their best here, and I think that I actually have not really had issues with GamingGen, with the exception of getting into the venue, which they have made exceptionally difficult on multiple occasions, and the little unreasonable ask about getting there really early. That I hope they can figure out before North American Internets and Worlds for sure. But once we get into the venue, it's run really smoothly. I haven't had any issues. There hasn't been anything where like, oh, we don't have enough team sheets or whatever, like we had in the past. Again, partially because of relatively new to open team sheets. But or man, I remember Charlotte Regionals 2024 was 2023. Well, I think it might have been was delayed by like an hour as well, starting out. Like this keeps happening. It's just a normal thing in Pokemon events. And Alex and I can tell you about all the terrible organizers we had and all the chaos that came with the 150 person events back in Gen 7 as well, where they certainly did not always start on time either. So this is not a new problem. This has been a problem as old as time, and I don't want to blame GamingGen specifically for this. I am really shocked at the amount of backlash at this. And I think that really the reason for this is because of the way that the World Championships and now International Championships are changing, where they are no longer an event for the competitors and they are now going to be a big spectator event.
Yeah.
And the Pokemon Company International wants to handle all of the Pokemon stuff, all the spectator stuff, but they are not specialists at hosting VGC events or TCG events as much. They have kind of outsourced that expertise to the judges and to these event organizers. And so they're saying, hey, the World Championships is the biggest event of the year. You guys are doing every other event. You guys can also organize the competitive part of the World Championships. And then when they have all the fun stuff that's happening in the rest of San Francisco, which is not necessarily going to be in the same venue that we're playing at, that stuff I imagine is still going to be organized by the Pokemon Company. So they're kind of separating the competitive aspect of the game from the more casual spectator aspect of the game and leaving GamingGen in charge of the competitive aspect. Pedons in chat says TCG specifically has a problem with GamingGen. And it seems like most of these people who are complaining are TCG players. And right. I have heard more complaints from TCG players over the past about various different things that haven't really affected us as much. I know most recently trying to use Arcanine for pairings was a big thing that caused a delay of the tournament that everyone's complaining about. Again, I don't really blame GamingGen for that, but yeah, I feel like TCG players seem to have a lot more adverse reaction. I can't think of anything specific that they have done as a VGC player for me to have an adverse reaction to GamingGen organizing the competitive parts of the Worlds.
The security one is the big one, I think.
The security one is the biggest one for sure. The other thing is like there are noticeably less judges. And I think that is I don't know whether that's a result of the organizer or whether that's the result of the Pokemon Company, right? But when there are less judges, maybe this is why the TCG players have such a problem, because it's probably even more noticeable in that regard. If there's less judges, because that game is a game where you have to call a judge more frequently than you would in the video game, right? But no, there's been times where I've had a disconnect, for example, and when I raised my hand in Monterrey, Mexico, a judge was coming faster than any of the other 3 tournaments that I had attended this year, which like was not the normal experience, right? Because what I was used to is when I went to an international event, the judge response time, because there was less of them, was slower, whereas like the in-person events were, or not the in-person, sorry, the North American events were faster because you had an ample amount of staff at the event. Now it does not feel that way. Now it feels like I'm waiting considerable amounts of time if I disconnect, to the point where it's like why even ask? Why not just go through the procedure that we know they're going to make us go through
I mean, that's true too.
on our own, right? Which we shouldn't have to feel like that, though. Is what my point is. Like, we should be able to feel like we can call a judge and have a reasonable response time from them. And I personally have not felt that at any of the events this year. But again, that might be an overall problem with the.
Oh, I'm guessing it cut out.
Okay. I was checking my internet.
No. No. They actually got him. TPCI got him, guys. Unfortunately.
They definitely got him.
It's funny because we all froze when he stopped talking, and we are like, "Wait a second, was that us?" And it looked like everyone else froze.
Adi, can you let him know in the Discord chat that that he's gone? I'll continue to keep talking so that we actually have a show going on. The last thing I want to say about this topic before we move on, because I want to make sure that we get into talking about the GC and stuff, because KaSun is going to have to head out early-ish. Like this one specifically that I have on screen, people talking about like the political climate in America. Like, I'm actually like very here for people not wanting Worlds to be hosted in the US, considering everything that's going on right now. Like, that's totally fine. I just don't think that you can reasonably expect it to be changed for the current year. You know, like, that's just not enough turnaround time or anything like that. So, yeah, I think that it's a slightly different topic than GamingGen hosting or being the organizers for Worlds. But I just wanted to mention that, yeah, Worlds being in San Francisco and NA, they're not going to change that with how, like, I mean, it's a lot of time, but it's actually not a lot of time at all until Worlds is actually here in terms of, like, organization and stuff like that. So that's not going to happen, unfortunately. And with that, the political climate in the US I barely noticed. So true. So true. All right. Well, when Marcus gets back, we'll see if he had any other. Oh.
Yo. I'm on my phone now. Bro, it's trying to be on my iPad.
Oh, no. No.
Okay, hold on.
We
got this. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
We got the thin one. The thin mic. All right. Yeah, we're wrapping up on this topic, though, and I think we're going to go ahead and move us along to talking about the... I'm actually going to skip ahead to the GC. We have 2 other tournaments here, but I want to make sure that we have enough time to talk about the GC and stuff. So, I'll put these out of order, but the GC was won by none other than Tiago, Vovomax, Ben 10, in contention for best username in the VGC community, of course, because... This is just such a... No, it's just a very funny username. And, like, it's the type of username you make... Oh, my God. I didn't know that his profile looks like this. The type of username you make when you're, like, 10 years old, and then maybe you make a different one when you get older. I think I was, like, CoolCat56 back on RuneScape. I don't know. I feel... Anyways. Yeah, Vovo ended up winning. I think Vovo might have tried to hide the team originally, but then people were like, everyone's leaking teams now. Everyone's like, nah, you can't hide. I mean, especially if you won the GC. You can't...
Dude, I was gonna do it.
How did Wolf get away with it, dude? How did Wolf get away with winning the GC?
I did play him, so I didn't know his team as well. But
oh, you played him?
I did play. I lost. I did lose against him in the GC.
Got you. I got you. Yeah, this looks... Honestly, for people that know Tiago's style... this is very much how he plays. Just very aggressive types of teams. Feel like it's just going to put out a lot of offensive pressure and make you get turns right. And yeah, just very good at getting those calls. So yeah, obviously the main question that comes out of the GC in general is that, like, are we going to see any implications on the open team sheet best of 3 meta with how many, like, regionals are coming up in the next couple of weeks. And for this one, I could see people picking up something like this, and I could also see something like this working outside of the tricks that it's pulling. There might definitely be some tricks that it's pulling off that you might not see coming in closed sheet. Like, I think it was Terra Fighting Blast Crown, I think I heard, which... We're usually seeing water these days. And yeah, I don't really know any other details than that. But like Terra Fighting Blast Crown, I don't think it's that much stronger, but I think that it could easily work in Open Team Sheet Best of 3 if that was what the team needed. And yeah, that and a bunch of other stuff aside, this is just like it seems like a team that could probably continue to work. But will it get popular or not? I don't know necessarily. I don't know if, especially with the amount of time we have for like Toronto, maybe not. But in the coming weeks, we could see. Let's see. So then, Kieran ended up getting second with, funnily enough, it's like a new-ish team, but not if people were keeping up with specifically the Smogon ladder tour, I believe. And so there was like Smogon did their ladder tour, and it actually ended up doing some funny things for the metagame because I talked about this on a regular old weekly ladder stream, but I'll re-explain it here. But the Smogon ladder tour, if you had like VGC LTJT in front of your name or whatever, you were participating in the Smogon ladder tournament, and it meant that all of your games were forced public. Anybody could join the game and watch it live, and if the replay was saved, the replay would also be public. So I think the name was like Sir Aaron VGC or something like that in the Smogon tournament, used this team and did quite well with it. So yeah, the one thing I know about this team is that it's Assault Vest Basque Legion. You might think that it's something else, but I think it is Assault Vest Basque Legion, and I'm pretty sure it has Phantom Force, which is like really dope for taking advantage of teams that want to stall your Tailwind turns with Protect, and
you can click it. You can click it before you trick room too. And then
yes,
appear after.
It breaks wide guard. That's another very funny tech if you happen to encounter it. I don't know if it's gonna work out for these spread move Pokemon. I swear, by the way, if you watch this person, let me go see if I can find their account here without spending too much time on it. They just led double genies every game and just clicked Bleakwind Sandstorm, Bleakwind Sandstorm, Bleakwind Sandstorm, and it was just like, this is disgusting. It was kind of awesome. But
Kieran did post a team report on his brand new YouTube channel that is posted on Twitter that you should check out.
Okay, here we go. VGC LTJT. So yeah, if you want to see some replays of this team in action, you can just go to Pokemon Showdown replays and search for that name, and you will see all of the public replays featuring this team in action. So there you go. But yeah, very, very funny team. Very different than what we've been seeing lately. I asked myself when this was doing well over there if this was going to have best of 3 implications. This one, maybe a little less so. I'm a little less certain, but it could. The tail room stuff could maybe make a comeback. Ooh, okay. We got 2 more to go before we get to your team, KaSun, but I really want to talk about this one because Ryan, first off, does not know how to take a picture the right way or whatever. Let me see if I open image in new tab. I don't think this lets me rotate. Nope, I can't rotate. I'm sorry, guys. Here you go. Everybody, take your screen, turn it sideways. Turn your head sideways. I'm also loving watching them turn their heads because it's the wrong orientation for how it's on my screen. It looks like you guys have all your heads facing the wrong way. But,
this team's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. But I'm a big fan. It's an Earthworm team, so I love Earthworm. It is ultimately just... Actually, I don't know why I'm making everybody suffer this, because the team is actually linked right below. So...
Oh, you're an asshole. What the hell?
So not only do we get to look at it right side up, but we also get to look at it with all of the information that people might not have had when they played against it in the GC. And so... you can tell just based off of the name, it says copy of Erizabeth, Gyapdos, top 16, whatever, that this probably started out as the Erizabeth team that technically Erizabeth didn't make, but Erizabeth popularized. And it features a lot of changes to the sets. In fact, I think changes on everything. Every single Pokemon is at least a little bit different, except maybe Dragonite. and it's it's just cool. It's just I mean I am a very big fan of Earthworm. I ended up playing against this person and losing myself, and it felt honorable to lose to Earthworm because I'm just like I love this guy. I love Earthworm. And yeah, other than that, I mean, Sunny Day
Thank you,
Landers.
Sableye VGC, for the 33-person raid, by the way.
I was just about to mention it
Thank
as
you,
well.
Sableye.
Yes, thank you, Sableye. Hope you guys are doing good. We're doing tub takes. We're in the middle of it, analyzing teams from the GC. Audie, what were you gonna say?
And previewing Toronto regionals, which of course Ryan is also Toronto local and will be there.
Right.
But also I saw Ryan, you were streaming, and you were also sick of Regulation F and wanted to play something different, which I totally understand. we are on your side. We get it.
Right. But a very cool team. Very like this team. The main thing I will, bro, I am skipping. I don't know. Are you?
No,
serious?
you're not, bro.
No, you're
You're
not.
not.
Come
He's
on.
lying.
Right.
He's lying.
So this team does have a number of techs that I would say are a very best of one, and I can't imagine they would work nearly as well in best of three. Namely Covert Cloak, Zapdos, Sunny Day on Landorus. Is another very funny, strange one. Covert Cloak on Galar Zapdos is also a funny, like, sometimes it'll screw you type of item situation. For example, if you were like, oh, I want to switch in my Zapdos. They're going for Snarl. I guess nobody's ever clicking Snarl against this team. It's all physical attackers. But if they were going for Electro Web or Icy Wind, and you're like,
Icy Wind, bro.
Yeah, you don't get the speed drop, but because you don't get the speed drop, you don't get any attack boosts. So kind of funny. I mean, there's benefit to that too, though. It means your Galar Zapdos doesn't get speed dropped, so it might still be able to outspeed that Arcanine and hit it with a close combat. Audie?
Right. So instead of having a Scarf Zapdos at neutral speed and +2 attack, you have a Zapdos that is at neutral speed.
Sure. I mean, hey, you can change moves. I think that's probably the biggest flaw of the Originable team. Originable. That's a cool word. Originable. The original Elizabeth team was that it had Scarf coaching, and once you click Scarf coaching, it can be very exploitable. Like, oh, I'll ignore this Pokemon for the rest of the game, it can't do damage, or I'll double target into it as it switches. It's just, it really opens you up. But this one can go for coaching and maybe bluff it. Maybe people will see this thing and think that it's Scarf, and then it changes moves and you get screwed over by that. So
yeah,
kind of cool. All right, then we have Cone. I think we can skip this one really quick because I think it was boring. Yeah, no items.
Boring.
Just 6 of the 8 Pokemon that everybody run on just generic balance. Next. All right. So speaking of Elizabeth, actually, KaSun, did you take inspiration from Elizabeth's Sun team?
I would say so. The team is more so from a team I found from an old regional from I think it was Orlando. I see like it used some of the same pieces I used in Orlando, but then I added some pieces from Elizabeth's team to it. Like I like the Heat Rock on the Torkoal versus the Torkoal on the original team.
Heat Rock good.
Yeah, Heat Rock is really good. It just makes the team like being in Sun for like 8 turns. It improves it a lot more. Like when you're going with like using Wake or using Flutter or all the photosynthesis bonds, like they just enjoy being in Sun longer. And when they cancel all out, it just makes it much more stronger versus like trying to have Torkoal be a damage dealer as it was on the original team. So I just took pieces from the Elizabeth team that from that VR tour and just added to this version because the Elizabeth team has Lando over Furdraft,
right,
and also has Clover Cloak on the Wake, and it's also special attack boosting Wake versus mine's is speed boosting. So I just prefer that playstyle versatily. So that's where those are a few teams I made from. I kind of combined the 2 teams basically.
Yep. Not to read your team name out loud. Yep. But then how did your run go? Do you know roughly what your record was? Were you tracking it or not?
I was, because so I did stream the first 2 days technically. I just streamed them and I was playing through them. I think I was like 20-9 the first 2 days, and I had like 1 DC, and I was like at 1658 or something like that for the first 2 days. And I was like, like I said, I didn't think I was going to do too well this GC. I was kind of just playing through my games. I did play all 45 of my games. So
you said you were 1650? You must have popped off at the end here.
1658. Yeah, the last day, I think I played like around like close to. I played after all the football game ended on Saturday. I didn't stream that one, unfortunately. I streamed it to my friends. Like I was just playing in call and like just streamed the
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
And I think I went like 12-2, and I got to like I was number. So basically, I stopped playing when I reached number 1 on the day 3 technically. So I was like 6-17, like 64 or something like that. And then
Okay.
I was like, I only had 2 games left. So I was just like, well, I'm number 1 now, so I guess no reason to play. So I just like didn't play my games. I waited all day. Well, I played one game Sunday morning because I did drop. I think I dropped to like 6th spot, like number 6 or so. And I was
Yep.
like, I don't know. I was feeling itchy, so I played one game. I did win that one game. I didn't get back to number 1. I think I was still like number 3 or something. It was just like people were climbing. People were just climbing really like throughout
Yes.
the whole day. So I had one game left, and I just kind of waited. And I think that game I played Hoj, actually. I actually did play that Hoj, I think like with that one game. The
Dang.
guy who had Barcelona.
Yes.
And
The guy
after
who
that,
always has
then
Barcelona.
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah, that guy always has Barcelona. And then I waited like literally the whole day on. Cause I was like only had one game left, and I think I was literally dropping the whole day. I think I kept checking it throughout the day while watching football games. After dinner, I looked. I was at like 15. I was like, I was like, it's no point to like I don't know not play it. And like, 'cause, like I think the difference wasn't gonna be that much. Like I was gonna be either top 32 or well, the points aren't that good in GC anymore anyway. So I was just like, I'm gonna see if I get a single digit finish. So I was like, I played with like 10 minutes left in the GC, and I ended up winning. And then I got to my final score of 19. I'm at 1793, and I was 6th before it ended. So I moved up one more spot after it. Somebody must have dropped. So I was 6th when it ended.
Okay.
And then like when the final results came through, I
Ooh,
was 5th.
wait.
So somebody played.
Now I want to know who that
lost.
person was that was above you that choked their last one and fell below you. Oh, that probably hurt. That probably hurt.
Cause I definitely was 6th when it ended, and somebody was I moved up one more spot before it ended. I don't know.
I
who
was
that person
actually
was.
kind of funny. I was at a local trying to play out the rest of my games just off stream, like playing it. I literally connected to the venue Wi-Fi, and I finished my. I got knocked out in top 8 of my local, and I finished the set like at 3:59. Put my Switch in my or 3:58. Put my Switch in my backpack. Check the clock. It's 3:59. I'm like, wait. I can queue up one more GC game. I grab it out. I literally like, and everyone's like, dude, you don't have time to do this. I'm like, no, I'm going. I queue up, literally like buzzer beater before 3:59. It lets me search. Nobody near my rating was searching for a battle at 3:59 as well, so I just didn't find one. I was like, no, come on.
This is what we call addiction.
Cause mine was loaded for that long. I'm like, dang, am I not gonna find the game? I did put someone. I think they were like 1754 for my last game. So I was like, all right, this is like. It was gonna give me a lot of points if I won because I was like 1780. So it was like either way, it was gonna swing a decent amount. So it was worth it, I think.
Yeah.
And I won it pretty comfortably.
Hell yeah. So
I think that's one of the coolest things about the new point payout is that there's no point in which you're like, I should probably stop. Like, no, you actually are really heavily incentivized. Like, yeah, you got what, 2nd in North America, right?
Yeah,
is that right?
It's like also like, dang, I got 2nd when it's worth nothing. But but it's okay.
But like, no, but like, it's worth 11 points. And if you lost, you might have lost like 2 points, right? Like, it's actually like a pretty good deal.
Exactly.
Right? Like you made the right bet.
Yep.
And that's like how it feels at every point in the GC nowadays is like, oh, like every single time you're like, should I stop? It's like, well, but if you win one more game, you actually probably do get a lot more points than you lose for losing one more game.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah, that but so then for the I guess you're going to Toronto. You don't have to say more if you're looking to continue to run this team. But I'll just say, was the team was feeling strong in your run then?
Yeah, I had like small hidden techs, I guess. I guess people weren't ready for it. I liked about it. So but yeah, it felt pretty good for the most part. I think Torkoal Flutter, Help Hands, Terra Fairy Dazzling was pretty fun. I did love that for the earlier runs. It's pretty So yeah, Flutter Torkoal. Sometimes I don't know what to do. I have to do lead down and just click button, try to delete a slot if I could, and then play. After that.
It can be fun to just kill stuff with like Helping Hand, Terra Fairy, Moonblast. Like, oh, you resist it? Nah, not really. All right, yeah. So some of the other teams that did well, MDV. I think he said he recorded his for YouTube. I think Justin Tang also did the same.
He did.
So we have those. You'll have those to watch on YouTube for you. MDB running a bit of
Justin
a
did bad though. Justin did
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Let's get
bad
that
by
clear.
his perspective.
Justin did
whatever.
no, bad. Objectively.
Objectively.
Mm-mm.
Well, unfortunately, Justin did beat me while I was at my local. I was just like sitting by ESM. I was like, "Ooh, dude, ESM, I got Justin," and he did put me down, unfortunately. But yeah, his team was like, I think something we'd seen before.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a weird like glide spam. It's like the Balance Bros solution to hyper offense is what it is.
it has some different attacks. For example, I thought that the Ogre Pawn seemed very bulky. What's funny is I thought it was Sash Ursh or Mystic Water or something like that. ESM was like, dude, it's probably Scarf. I'm like, nah, it's not Scarf. And then I don't think he brought it. He didn't bring it against me, so it didn't matter. But it was just like, no, you're wrong. It's funny to see the answer now. But yeah, Michael's team also, I don't know, kind of on the boring end. Also, I think this game was against KaSun, funnily enough. I heard.
It was.
They had a struggle off. The Landresses were both choice band locked into Earthquake, and they had to just EQ each other till they died. That's funny. Hilarious. Dill. You said you played one of the Hoge brothers. Was it? I mean, I think they probably ended up running the same thing, so hard to. I don't remember the Hoge brothers in-game names.
I mean, yeah, the name was just Hoge, like HOEJ, and
yeah,
that's
yeah. So,
Frederick,
I don't know
I think.
which one. Oh, okay then. Yeah,
I think that's
then maybe you did play Frederick, which is crazy to think because he only finished a couple points back from you. So, yeah, still managed to get up there. Marco was streaming his run at the beginning and then stopped, which is kind of funny because we don't have the I guess the link to his team or thing, but it was yeah, that is what you did. That's true.
Hey man, when I stopped, I played better apparently. Well, I mean, I played well, but like I played even better.
This is just that, yeah, standard-ish P2 Ursa team. Don't tell me what item your P2 is holding. I would never guess.
Yeah, that's the hardest one to figure out.
That's the hardest one. That's actually the crazy tech. It's not Eviolite. I played
I'm
darts,
on it,
and so actually, this is where I wanted to bring up Marcus here because I'm sure people are wondering about your most recent arc that you've gone on about like literally people are tagging you like to basically strike people down with the public info. Whose stream is this? Whose stream is this? Or is this a screenshot of somebody playing them?
This was so this was posted in a server that Chris is in. It was Marco posted this because we were
okay.
Chris sent me the tweet. Chris sent me the tweet and was like, dude, try and get my team. You never will. And then Marco sent me this screenshot of it. Immediately under that.
Oh,
so
my God.
I was just like, yo, thanks, Marco.
GG. Yeah, the reason I asked is I was just hoping this from mine because I also played darts on stream and I was like, I got the answer if anybody wants it,
Yeah, this one was a little more staged than some of the others.
Okay, got it.
To be completely honest, just because like I'm sure Chris's intention at that point in time was to make this the bit.
Okay, to bait you out
because Chris is not somebody who gives a shit about hiding his team, to be completely honest. Like he doesn't care. So I'm sure this was him tagging me in that server was the intention, but the rest of them are genuine. The rest of them are real.
Yeah, I think Lele also hid his, but if you want to go give me a click, if you want to go give me a view, I did play against Lele, so if you want to know what those
no, I already know, man. Scroll down. I already
know. Did you do it?
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta go back. I closed it wrong. Okay, let's see. Oh, what was that?
I just had an open hand. I couldn't expose myself.
You You can't open Twitter from anyone, man.
You really can't. open
You never
Twitter,
know
dude.
what you're
You know what? I got so jump scared that we're just not gonna go back to Twitter, dude. What the hell? What was that?
What you're gonna see a Grok reply
That's
and you never know what you're gonna see there.
Damn, Twitter needs to chill. Okay.
Twitter needs to die.
Yes. Okay, so moving on though. There were some other teams actually that didn't. Somebody mentioned Dwalfet. I have no idea what Dwalfet was running that wasn't in the top 32. But I grabbed 2 other teams, I think. Let me see.
Oh,
This
I have one
person,
more team as well.
Pablo got I think 10th actually. Said it says 11th here, but at least Victory Road made it look like it was wait, it says 11th now.
11th.
I think I was looking at this page earlier today and they were flipped. I swear. But yeah, running this is the most gross looking 222 Dozo Tots.
The GC,
Pow
man.
Knight.
It's the GC.
Oh my
That's what people do.
God. That's
That's what people do, man. It's the GC.
Adi, which one are you tagging me for? 33rd.
This is who got 33rd place, and they sent it to me with a pretty cool team with Yen Mega, and there's a paste in the
Oh, okay.
in the post as well,
Is it a VR paste
What
or like
the
a
hell?
regular one?
like a regular one.
Oh,
You can put it in
boy.
VR if you want.
Yeah, really.
What the
good.
helly?
Oh
What the
God,
hell is
mental
this?
herb. Okay. Jaboka
Gravity?
berry. No, not the Jaboka berry. That's gravity. Wait, the
Dude.
crown is gravity.
Gravnosis? In Big
Oh,
2026?
Yeah. You guys are
There's-
missing the Dragon Dance Clear Amulet Gouging Fire.
The Terra Ground.
like-
We got
I wasn't missing
Terra
it. I
Ground-
was choosing not to acknowledge it. There's a difference.
Dude, it's funny that just all of this is going on, and we do just at the end of the day, we do just need a wellspring. We need a regular
Dude.
old wellspring to be normal. Please, just be normal.
They can gravity focus blast. Ah. Dude, they can gravity.
That's right.
They can gravity in their Yon Mega and their Landorus.
Storm.
They can gravity in their Yon Mega and their Landorus can't be faked out.
That's true. That's
Ah.
true.
Yeah.
I like that part as well. There was this one I thought was really funny. Right here, this person's a real one for this. They ended up finishing 120. That's really not that bad considering that they had Pokeball Dondozo. They're just running 222, but like it was Storm Drain Tots, and the Dozo was never coming. But you know everybody's freaking out about it in the team preview.
There's no reason that Tots even has to be Storm Drain on this team. It's protecting.
Well, no,
G,
Storm
and
Drain's because
that's
it's better. Well, it
Oh.
protects your Flutter. You have to go for honestly, Choice Scarf Surging kills 3 of these Pokemon really badly. So,
Dude,
so that's what
that's
Tots
so
is
true,
here.
man.
That
That's
was
so
that was
true.
test the Urshi moves. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Bongus Real in the chat stole my joke. I wanted to make this joke. 221. 2-2. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. So that one's really, really funny. Let me just double check if there's any other teams in Suika was using Metagross, nothing else. Shilyang was
Someone else was using Metagross too.
Yep.
Right?
There might have been another Metagross, actually, you're right. This is crazy. Shilyang just continues to cook. Dude.
Impress.
I like
Dude,
Yeah, I lost
He
him
has
too.
he has
I
not
didn't know what
dropped
to
the
do.
ball. He has not dropped the ball on a single global challenge, which this is like is crazy, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
he's actually, how many have we had this season so far? Is it 4?
yeah, this is the 4th.
He's 4 for 4, which is outrageous. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
And cooking at the same time, using the boulder. Boulder's just a really cool pick here. I like Clear Amulet a lot in the metagame right now. It's just very good for dealing with all the icy winds. And on top of that, really good on a physical attacker for stopping intimidates too. So you get to just drop Mighty Cleaves on things left and right. Make some good progress. Can't even protect on specifically that move. It's not Unseen Fist, but it's a single move that has Unseen Fist properties. That's cool. Where's Unsparse? Where's Unsparse with its Hyper Drill?
When I
or
played
whatever it
him,
is?
When I played him, all he did was follow me in Dragon Energy, and I lost. I was so sick. Like,
No.
I didn't bring Fluttermane. I'm like, no way he bring Draco. I mean, I guess I just didn't respect Draco. And then he led Draco and like I think Ndidi and just followed me the whole game. And then like afterward, Ndidi died. Ogba came in and just did the same thing. I'm like, well,
No, no.
I was like, well, this was fast. Like, I lost too quickly.
I bet as soon as the ogre pawn hit the field, you were just sick. You were just like, nah.
I knew it was over. I knew it was over as soon as it hit the field.
Like, get me
I
out
didn't
of
respect
here.
it. I don't think I brought Fluttermane.
That's a crazy call. Let's see. Davide, I think it was just Dozo. Yeah, Snozo.
Yeah, this is
Dozo,
boring.
Snozo. Gross. Luke Bauer, I think, is using Size Spam Trick
He was using
Room.
Brian Collins' Hard Trick Room. Yep.
Yeah. This is Dozo Snozo Thigh Spam 2222222.
Oh.
I think Noah in the chat or was in the chat here earlier. Congrats on the finish, but your team is disgusting.
Yep.
Sorry to say.
I'm not sorry.
Rain stuff.
Yeah.
Looks sure. Actually didn't see that one. I don't know if that's a newer one. Timbits was this team. I think this team feels like it's catching on. Feels like it's getting popular. This is absolutely one I would be looking out for this weekend. Not just because Olivia probably in attendance. Is Olivia also Toronto local, right?
She is. She's like true Toronto local. I don't actually like get the opportunity to do Toronto locals a lot of the time, just because of how my work has been up until this point. But no, like Olivia is true Toronto local. Yeah.
Yeah, there was so much Dozo this GC. You know, that it's just I'm running Haze Dusclops next time. This was Thunderous, bulky Thunderous, kind of cool. Citrus Thunderous. I think Thunderous. I ended up watching this person play against somebody, and they it's like Thunderwave, Eerie, Impulse, Wild Bolt, Storm guy, and it's very good at dealing with the Speed Booster Fluttermane. You know, like you can just taunt that thing to prevent it from Thunderwaving you. You can Thunderwave it with Prankster and just slow it down. I mean, if Thunderwave's back in, why not bring back the original king of it? So, that's fun. And then god, don't make me click.
Especially in a
Marcus's
GC
team.
where you never know what it's going to do. It has so many moves it can click.
Wow, what a shocker!
Yeah, Calc is always using it. By the way, I played Calc on stream. I also did beat him. If you want to go find out his team, you can check out my VOD. Yeah. As far as I remember, by the way, it was like Psy Spam, Torn, Flutter. I think he benched Dozo against me. He didn't bring either of them. Yeah.
By the way, Calc has been popping off. He got second at a VGC at a Victory Road tour. I didn't realize this until I went back and found it, but he got second at a big Japanese tour as well. I'd been watching the VODs of that, and they posted the finals first. I just missed it, but he got to the finals of that one too. Here he is, top 32 of the GC. Even though I think he doesn't get points, right? Because he's in EU.
He's EU. Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, dude's
cool.
good. He's got one thing, and he's very good at it.
Yes.
He's like European Kyle and Van Severn.
Yes.
So,
just such a Dozo main. It disgusts me.
It's a disgusting archetype, but the people who are good at it and who main it are like who are still sticking to it after all this time. They're really good at it, and he is no exception.
Not a ton of NA players would love to see the full NA results, and I actually think they will come back and update this once the results are posted. Because if you look at like what Victory Road's page looked like for the third GC, they ended up giving us all that info here below. So like there's the top 32, but if you want to look at per rating zone, top 16 is kind of the interesting bit anyways, because I think, what is it, 13 points for top 32 in region, right?
Yeah, it's pretty negligible.
Pretty low, but 25 is a pretty decent range to get yourself to, at least for making it impact a Worlds invite or not.
Is it really 2 championship points different between top 4 and top 8?
It's goofy.
Yep.
It's just goofy.
Wow.
Dude.
That's pretty, ripped.
You wanted to see how well Wolf did? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Wolf just took this one off.
I think Wolf didn't play.
I would bet he didn't.
Yeah.
Man, who was it? I think Fede's first game was against like It was like not Wolf, but their name was like the Fake Wolf or something like that. Like it was like
Yeah.
obviously not Wolf, but it was called the Fake Wolf. Anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be it for the GC, but a lot of fun stuff there, a lot of fun teams. I know that KaSun, you had to go around now. Are you good to hang around a little longer, or you want to head out now? Because I know you said you had work tomorrow.
I probably should get going, I guess, because I work like in 50 minutes. Like I work at 11, so yeah.
Oh yeah, night shift.
So,
I
So,
do know about
before
the
you
night
leave,
shift.
yeah, gotcha. So,
Before you leave, I
Mhm.
gotta ask you. We're not gonna get you at the very end of the episode. So who is your
true.
smart money for Toronto Regionals? Call your
my
shot.
smart money.
Yeah, who you got winning?
Yeah.
I got my. I think it's a pretty safe pick for me. I think it's my friend William Brown probably would be my smart money pick.
Billy.
He's been doing really well lately. He's been going to our local.
Billy
Yeah, oh yeah, y'all
Brown!
know Billy. Yeah. Oh, y'all all know
Billy.
Billy pretty well. So yeah,
Yeah.
we call him Billy. So yeah. So yeah, he been going crazy. So I think he might do pretty well. That's my smart money pick. Pretty
Dude,
safe,
what if
I
you
think.
stole my smart money? That's awful of you.
Mhm.
Now I have to think. Now I have to think.
true.
It's okay.
So-
Sorry.
Good shout. Good shout. All right. Well, again, thank you for being on.
All right,
And you have a good rest of your night.
See you, KaSun.
I appreciate you guys. All right,
Take care.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Peace.
All right, so let's finish out here. We're just gonna look at two other tournaments that took place. Actually, this was supposed to be covered on last week's Tub Takes before we couldn't make it happen. And then we're gonna preview Toronto. So the Make-A-Wish Tour, Adi, you ended up casting this one, right?
I did not end up casting it. It ended
No.
up being smaller than expected. Still decent size, but yeah, they said we actually we were not going to have casters for this one. So it happened at the same time as the as Marcus's, not you, Marcus, the Marcus Statter or Marcus Hammam's team, the invitational thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be covering that one after this. But yeah, this one, it was still really cool, really cool for a cause and stuff like that. And yeah, ended up being
And a team that won is boring.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what's
Team
funny?
one's kind of cool.
No, it's so funny, Adi.
No.
This team is literally just a Terapagos team from Regulation G. No
But there's
changes
a Rage
made.
Bolt.
Literally, like you just put Leftovers Bolt in place of the Calm Mind Pagos. Nothing has
And it's
changed.
the exact same.
I actually had to go back
it's
and
kinda
check.
cool.
They literally won for one
It's
day.
cool. I mean, relative to the things that people are doing the rest of the format, trapping people with the Heatran and Encore disabling them with Scream Tail is like one of the cooler things you can be doing.
Sure.
And Combine Raging Bolts, not really in fashion right now. We're seeing it drop off a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. Like would I want to sit and play against it? No. Do I like seeing that it won a tournament instead of normal-ish balance? Yeah. Especially since Avery had been doing so well with the P2, the Porygon 2, I think Kamoa team that she had been using for a long time, did really well earlier in the format with it, cut a regional with it, cut a VR tour with it, I think, and now switching it up to something totally different, and winning this tournament with it. So that was really cool to see.
You're kind of just good at this format, huh? Like, yeah.
100%. And honestly, I mean, if it comes out on top against this team at the end of the day, I've got to be interested. You know, if it's able to beat this, then that's all that really matters. Then Colding Light, switching over from using Dozo one tournament to Hard Trick Room the next.
He really switched it up right there. This is that team league. The team league was really important.
Yeah, no, it was kind of funny. Because Colding Light did get caught in the team league using a Dozo team, so it's just like, you know what? What's the next step? Where does a Dozo player go after it's Hard Trick Room? Of course. Those are the two styles. Crystal Gem here using that. Yeah, so I don't know if there's any other teams that stand out. .1Q just using 2-2-2-2. I think I also played .1Q in the GC. Got to play against the Dozo mains. Wo-Chien though. Wo-Chien. This is almost the Wo-Chien set that I think has potential right now. I think Wo-Chien on a team with special attackers, specifically like a setup special attacker, seems kind of cool. Whether it's Nasty Plot Golden Go or Nasty Plot you, I think, is cool. You get to like pollen puff them to keep them alive. Leech Seed to keep yourself alive. I guess Snarl's cool for keeping, you do physical and special damage reduction. I kind of like Ruination on it to be a little bit more scary and impactful.
Proactive.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The problem with Wo-Chien is simply that it has like 7 weaknesses, and so everything you want to put it next to is going to share a weakness with it. Like Chi Yu, they're both weak to fighting. They're both weak to.
Yeah.
I think is there only just the one?
That's it, I think.
And then like if you put it next to Bolt, they're both weak to Fairy and Ice. If you put it next to Golden Go, well, they both share a fire weakness. So it's a little. That's just how it goes. Yeah, that helps a little bit, but the problem is that it helps one of them, and it's probably not going to be Wo-Chien at the end of the day. This guy's got like 7. Well, maybe Wo-Chien's the one that tears, but because it might need to.
I don't think Wo-Chien's the one that tears.
U-turn wrecks it. Actually, U-turn is probably one of like you would think Wo-Chien's a big deal for Wo-Chien. U-turn, but U-turn it reduces the damage of it, and it's never like stab. It's usually not coming from something with like max attack, so it can hang. It probably takes like 40 to 50 something. Oh, banded U-turn from Lando. Sure. I mean,
does it though?
Does it one shot? I mean, Calc is right. You know what? I want to do a Calc is right here in the middle. I just want to run that Calc.
I also want you to run that Calc.
Let me see. Landorus. We don't got banned. We'll edit. Banded.
Hey man, if it does, fair play. Wo-Chien's ass.
We'll just run Shiliang spread here. It's bold. Ow! Ow!
Ouchie.
Ooh. Oh no!
Ouchie. That's
okay. Maybe this
ouchie.
Pokemon's irredeemable. No, Wo-Chien. It will live the Scarf U-turn. Anyways, Orthworm. I actually got linked this Orthworm team, and it was so sad because somebody was like, "Dude, look at it. Orthworm's 4-0," and I was like, "Yo, they beat Billy. This is sick. Orthworm is so back." And then I checked back later in the tournament, and they didn't win at that point. And I was like, "No, you should never have shown me."
Dude, they beat Liam Brown and William Brown. This is
true.
Awesome.
That's true. They just needed to play Caster Joe Brown. All right. So with that, though, let's jump over to talking about the Invitational. So the Invitational happened 2 weeks ago, and honestly, I'm actually enjoying talking about this Invitational a bit more now than I would be talking about it immediately, because it was more of like a question as to whether or not these teams would have metagame impact. And I feel like now that we're 2 weeks out from it, I feel like we have answers, and it's like not as much as you would think. I haven't really been seeing these.
I've seen a little bit of Thunderous.
Yeah.
A little bit. More than I would be expecting to because of Kinagawa. But
and on my side, I fought the Wolf team a couple of times, genuinely, because, even if Wolf went 0-2 with it, people still see it, say that's Wolf team. I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to hate on the GOAT, but it doesn't feel that good. It doesn't seem that strong.
It doesn't look great, to be honest. I don't know. I think it like Terra Dragon Glim is weird. Flying Terra Blast, Life Orb, Therian. I don't know.
I'm
this
still
team
the biggest hater of Landorus Therian. Specifically, I know that banned Lando is doing all right now. It just kind of pisses me off that we're using Pokemon that just only has 75 base power as its strongest attack. This one is Terra Blast, so it's a little stronger for sure. But it doesn't feel like it can cut it in this economy.
Yeah.
Just use Lando Eye. I would much rather use Lando Eye and click Sandsear and miss my Earthquake sometimes than have to set up all the situations that Earthquake needs, not be intimidated, not be in grassy terrain, and yeah. And then it's also less damage, right? Like, it's also just less damage on top of that too. Even if you do get through all those, a Life Orb Landorus is doing more damage with Sandsear.
Significantly more.
So
yeah. It's also really awkward to it's hard to fit Protect because Landorus really wants U-turn. Like U-turn is maybe the reason to run it, is that there's so many grass types. You get to, everyone wants the Rillaboom so you don't get Earthquake. You just get to get a fat U-turn off into that, get a fat U-turn off into various different things. Pivot, get your intimidate out, right? Like intimidate is so much better when it gets to be repositioned. And so when you're sitting in on like, and so I understand the choice band sets. I was testing choice scarf with Terra Blast, which I thought was pretty cool because you get to U-turn out in the early game, and then it's still fast, and you get to clean up in the late game with Terra Blast when you've kind of
Right.
when you've gotten rid of their opposition, or you can clean up with your ground move. But this, and I just feel like this set doesn't really do enough. It doesn't do enough damage. It really needs the choice band to do sufficient amount of damage with its relatively weak moves, like you said. Or it needs to be faster and move before the ogre pawns and before all those other guys. And when you're using life orb, you don't have the damage and you don't really have the speed. And I know you have a Tornadus to help alleviate that, but yeah, I don't believe in this team. Also, double choice band choice specs, like it's hard. I guess the team has 4 protects, but like it's hard to position 2 choice mons as well. When I think that's kind of the stronger part of the team is the Urshifu Fluttermane Ogre Pawn core.
Real quick side tracking question. Somebody asked, "What's the story behind the name Strider, or Strider Pokemon?" Rather.
My dad has a World of Warcraft account. He's got a blood elf named Strider, a blood elf hunter. And it's been going since the game's conception. I was like a 7-year-old logging into Minecraft for the first time.
Yes.
My father set me up with a username, and the username was Strider1234. And since then, I have always been Strider online, and in person now too. Whenever he comes to an event with me, he gets very irritated when somebody will refer to me as Strider, and then I'll interact with whoever is coming up to me, and they want me to take a picture, sign something, whatever. And then after they leave, he'll always like really quietly say, "That's my name. You took that was mine first. It was mine first." So that is so the origin story of Strider.
That's so good. I actually got a similar start into gaming with like Call of Duty. I think I just took my dad's username and used it as my own for a while, and people were like, "What does that name even mean?" I think it was Bellius, and I was like, "I don't know. It's just whatever my dad's username was," and so I just inherited it. Before I decided that I needed my own. Anyways, Alex Gomez's team is also one that didn't really catch on. I think I saw MDB try it out. He wasn't loving it. I think Gomez went in and said that the Dragonite should be inner focus or something like that, which
Gomez also used a completely different team in the GC, if my shooters are right. So
yeah, well, I think he was just saying that it was like hard to play, and he wasn't even a super believer in it himself.
I think the aspect of this that is actually catching on, and this is probably just a trend of the times, but the Clear Amulet Rillaboom, as you're highlighting there, is something that's actually picking up some pretty serious traction, and I would expect to see quite a few Rillabooms be using Clear Amulet going into Toronto.
Right.
Just because it is quite good into the balance mirror. So,
right.
Yeah.
I think that just Clear Amulet in general stocks are up. Adi, go ahead.
Yeah, Jeremy on our last episode was talking about how he was using Clear Amulet Rillaboom and how he won the VR tour with it, right? So yeah, it's been going around the block and it's been doing really well.
Okay, I didn't even know that he had that on that team.
Right.
Shows what I know, but yeah, the Clear Amulet I think is very high potential on any Pokemon. Well, not any Pokemon's a stretch, but certain Pokemon that are maybe don't need the bulk that they gain from their item. I think there's certain Pokemon that are trying to be Clear Amulet right now that shouldn't be. Biggest one that's caught my attention is Arcanine Hazui. I think there's some people trying to force clam on it. I don't quite see the vision on that guy the way that I see it on like Rillaboom, because I think that band on Arcanine is very good. But
for sure. Yeah, and it is funny that the Assault Vest goes to Incid in this case, because we're just so used to seeing Incid Rilla with the Assault Vest there. But the part of Gomez's team that I really liked is kind of bringing back that Reg H core of D-Knight Golden Go, not quite like Doug with an Ursa Luna or something like that, but mainly just like, people have run Reggie Drago with Golden Go to, Drago baits out the Terra Fairies and Golden Go punishes. Dragonite is a bit of a more stable, well-rounded Pokemon, less one-note than Reggie Drago. Drago definitely has much higher highs, but Drago doesn't have to bash its head against the wall when the Raging Bolt does click Terra Fairy and, do nothing for the rest of the game. Dragonite can E-Speed, it can target the other slot or something like that. I feel like Dragonite's a lot more flexible in that sense. And so using D-Knight Gold in that way, I could see people revisiting this, as we do have a lot of Regulation F tournaments, and those guys might be cool together outside of Regulation H. Did KaSun leave early? Yeah, KaSun had to head out to get ready for a work shift. So, yeah, we're just finishing out. We're going to be wrapping up this tournament and previewing Toronto shortly. Let's see. Marco's team, also using that bulky flutter. It's literally just 6 of the 8 balance mons. And so, yeah, nothing too much to say about this one. This is just a bunch of guys. I'm bored to tears.
Marco was here to win, not to entertain, and I'm glad that he didn't win, because Kinugawa was here to win and entertain.
Yo, so true.
That's an eloquent way to put that. This team is cool.
Yeah, it's funny because again, it does not really seem to have caught on. And at the end of the day, it's doing stuff mostly similar to a lot of the balance teams. If you look at like these 4, Lando, Ursh, Rilla, Ensign, are on a lot of balance teams, and I think those are the mons that he was mostly relying on in the finals. I think Thunderous seems like a really, really cool pick. These moves just have such great utility with Prankster backing them. Wild Bolt Storm can be really funny for catching an Urshifu switching or hitting an Urshifu that's next to redirection or something like that.
It can also just be really funny for like randomly winning a game.
Yes.
Like you click Wild Bolt Storm, and then you see the screen pause briefly as this little yellow magic on the other side appears, and you're like, oh, that's nice.
Yes, I have seen Wild Bolt steal some games, just paralyzing something that like switched in to resist it. You might like switch in your AV Rillaboom. You're like, I'm gonna take nothing from a Wild Bolt, but guess what? It has the side effect of Thunder Wave too. Like that's brutal.
Sleepy X Craze. It seems like you're not Iron Bundle's strongest soldier. Like we're looking at Iron Bundle's strongest soldier right now. Like to be honest, like you have to money match Kinugawa for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
So true. The cool part about Bundle is freeze dry mainly. I'm surprised. You could run it like on a snow team with Blizzard. It's not going to do as much damage, but not a lot of stuff can one-shot Water Pond. It's a very tanky Pokemon with a difficult typing to deal with. And so Freeze Dry, being able to just delete that guy is a pretty cool option for something that can outspeed it. And also, even though a lot of the Flutters are bulking down and Bundle outspeeds them by a good margin, it's nice to have that safety net that your Bundle will outspeed all Flutters no matter what. So kind of makes sense with booster speed Flutter.
Yeah, I kind of wonder. I kind of wonder if this bundle was even max speed, to be honest, because like if all the Flutters were slow, why go like max speed? There's little necessity for it if you don't think you're gonna play exactly max speed booster speed Flutter, which
it's time for calm bundle, full Sadapt bundle.
Let's calm down with that. Let's chill.
But no, I think also that points to the nature of this tournament, where it is a 4-person invitational and the competitors knew who was going to be in it and could metagame around that a little bit. So I'm sure that, I'm not sure, but I imagine that that Yuma had kind of looked at his competitors and said, none of these guys are going to run max speed Flutter main, and most people are not running max speed Flutter main. If I were going to a regional, I wouldn't be shocked to see a max speed Flutter main, and I'd feel really bad if my Iron Bundle undersped it. But I also know that most people decided that they want to hit, and you could watch my video on this, you can see the Victory Road stats, either a 190 speed stat or a 180 speed stat, or very, very slow Flutter main. And so you can metagame around that a little bit. And be pretty comfortable. But then again, sometimes you're just going to face a Flutter main that's a little faster than you, and you're going to be miserable. And so that's why I would be very hesitant to do that in an actual tournament.
I won't
Yeah,
be
it's one of those
miserable because
things.
my calm bundle is EV to survive Moonblast.
Ah,
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. I think that the nature of this format, I was going to go into this before Toronto, but I guess we can kind of get into it now. The
Right.
nature of this format and the nature of these really fat speed booster flutter mains is that they have a really large weakness, which people are identifying and picking up on because it's not difficult to, which is that if you play against another flutter main who is faster than you, it doesn't matter how much bulk you have, you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be a sad flutter main sitting on the field. You're gonna get thunder waved first, and then you're gonna full para before you do any of your speed control. So there's the format is naturally kind of progressing to speed up with their flutter mains right now.
The arms race has already
Um,
begun. Yeah.
yeah, well, it's begun. It's getting to its peak, and I think Toronto will unironically be the peak of the flutter main arms race because I expect by EUIC, which is the closest major event after Toronto, I expect that the Fluttermane arms race will have settled down a little bit and people will have stagnated at some sort of speed ceiling. But I think we're about to see a lot of Fluttermanes go against each other this weekend, and a lot of stream sets be determined by whose Fluttermane ends up being faster. And I think Bundle actually winds up in an interesting spot as a result of that, because Iron Bundle gets to play that game as well, but it also on team preview puts more pressure on than an opposing Flutter main does. It's scarier as a Flutter main to see an Iron Bundle from a speed control perspective,
Right.
because you know that the Iron Bundle should be faster than you. So regardless of whether it is or it isn't, some players might change their game plans based on the Iron Bundle's presence, which I think is another interesting thing that we might see crop up. Although I obviously expect that to a lesser degree because I don't expect Iron Bundle to have the first or second in usage like we expect Fluttermane to. But anyways, I'm yapping a little bit.
No, you're good. I think that that makes a lot of sense. The mental warfare of it is really interesting. I think the thing that always will keep me from ever committing to Bundle is the fact that it just shares way more priority weaknesses than Fluttermane. Not only is Flutter immune to fake out naturally, that's probably the biggest reason it's strong and successful. But yeah, there's a lot of Grassy Glide and there's a lot of Thunder Wave in the format, and physical defensive Flutter can take a Grassy Glide. I'm not so sure about my Calm Bundle taking the Thunderclap that well. I mean, we can maybe EV for it, but it's not gonna be fun.
No, I don't think you can.
No, he'll live
it.
He'll
Might
live
be
it,
cooked.
dude.
Nah,
that's my Calc is right. Calm Bundle.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man, Trick Room Flutter. I actually got I bubbled Oceania Internets with Trick Room Flutter, but that was on a Tailwind team. Anyways, let's see. So it's time to preview Toronto. So Toronto is upcoming this weekend. Going to be the first Regulation F major tournament. Very excited to see how this plays out because we've seen so much metagame progression online just because there was nothing going on in December. And I mean, obviously the Victory Road leak as well played a big part in that. A number of grassroots played a big part in that. But this is where it all, comes to fruition. This is really going to be the biggest mark on the metagame is what ends up doing well and taking it all here. Can you guys give me one reminder on how many people are going to this one? Because I'm not in there. I can't check the number.
Dude, I have no clue.
No clue.
Give me 1 second. It is 890 people currently registered, including juniors and seniors.
What?
So yeah.
890.
So we might crack 800.
Okay. So I honestly, those are pretty nice numbers to see, especially considering that we're playing a rerun format on the very end of this game's life cycle. It feels like VGC. Yeah. I don't know. It's like VGC is like doing like the worm, where it's like it's actually going up but going down because like we really are ready to move to champions, but and like you would expect the numbers to decline, but the numbers are still going up. It's nice. We're breaking records at EUIC despite it being playing on a years old format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean we also do have quite a few pond hoppers for this one as well.
We do. Good to mention.
Yeah, Marco's coming out. Rios is gonna be here. A
I
bunch of
haven't
the
heard Rios yet. MDB.
yeah, is he actually?
Yeah, I believe MDB is coming.
He didn't want people to know
LMAO.
that. He was trying to keep it on the down low.
Oh, I thought he said this
LMAO.
one publicly, dude. I'm pretty sure. I thought this was public.
You
Well,
know what I'm tweeting after this.
True.
Anyways,
The guy.
He got in on the second wave when I did. And he sent me the screenshot and he was like, "Don't tell anyone."
the world
Well,
knows.
Well, whoops.
At everyone.
Yeah. People, you'd find out when the lists go live because that's always the funny thing is when you can go not the lists but when PokePaste, does that still work? You can see who's like at the tournament. That's anyways.
Got a bunch of Brits are coming over. Some of the Irish. You know.
And we know how much Europeans love RegF. They were chomping at the bit to play this format.
This is their time.
They voted for it.
Time. That's true. So true. You voted for this.
Can we talk? Can I make a political joke on this channel?
Oh yeah, I make political jokes all the time.
Okay. Is this how you Americans felt when your country voted for Trump?
Right?
Like
It's
just
a little
like
bit.
watching like as your entire community votes for Regulation F and just like sinking into the pits of despair.
In fact, it's almost too analogous because all of my friends did not vote for Regulation F, and also all of my friends did not vote for Donald Trump. So we all got to despair together.
I need a recount because, like, I swear the results were looking so much better for other formats, and then it was like some secret YouTube votes or something. Like, oh, did you not look at the YouTube poll? Regulation F was killing it on the YouTube poll. I'm like, oh, my bad. Regulation C was crushing on the other.
I think someone gave Karis the password, and they maybe manipulated some numbers there after his tweet. I don't know. Yeah.
Right. Oh my god, dude. Should have voted on YouTube. You're right. I actually should have voted multiple times. I don't think I did vote multiple times. They put it on Instagram as well. Oh man. See, this is how little I know. Man, Instagram. Now I know what subsection of the VGC community I hate the most. Instagram VGC players. They're the worst. They're the ones that made Regulation F.
Words I never thought would be in a sentence.
But also, actually, no.
When Champions comes out, we're all going on Instagram Live and streaming there.
True.
Shut
Okay.
up, dude.
Jacob said I voted on all three for RegF. Jacob, no!
All right. /ban.
/ban, true. And then also, Nerd of Now did remind me, I think we had already talked about this point on Tub Takes at some point, but like a decent amount of the people that voted for RegF are just never going to tournaments. They just voted for one just cause, and like they're not even gonna be in attendance. It's so frustrating.
Dude, that's if like, you know, Canadians could vote for in the American election.
That's basically it.
But I like this analogy.
Yes. Let's go ahead and review some old Torontos. So still looking back all the way to 2017. This one had 114 players, and Lorsey actually got second at this one.
That'd be Lorsey.
And Lorsey should be in attendance at this one. That's true. Lorsey does love you. As for the rest, I don't know.
Well, so and notably, this is a big one because this is the last time that a Canadian has defended Toronto Regionals.
Oh no!
And I gotta ask, Marcus, is this the year? Are we finally getting a Canadian regional champion in Toronto?
Dude, not from me. Don't ask me about that, dude. Nah.
What do you mean? You know what? They're all running, right? So
I do know what they're all running, and that means I'm less optimistic.
No. Oh no. So, yeah, in terms of people from this list going, though, I feel like Lorsey's the only one I can say with confidence I know is going. As for the rest, a lot of people are either probably not attending or maybe have just stopped playing.
If I don't see Davide Mancuso there, I will cry.
No, okay. So maybe Mancuso's there.
Maybe
James Beck. Huh.
Yep.
Beck going to this?
He should be.
I believe it.
He lives so
It's
close
close by, right?
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And again, Choppa's not going to this one, right? Because he's just like, I don't want to deal with this format. So
He
maybe
hates this
who knows?
format. Yeah.
Well, Choppa got to pick and choose because he's also qualified. If he was, still gunning for an invite, maybe things would be different. Rajan will be going. I don't know if I was supposed to not leak that one. I'm kidding. Rajan's going. K-Swas, I don't think Kevin said anything. I think Kevin...
He's going.
He's going? Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
we talked about it.
Dope.
Because he lives in Michigan, so he's a short drive away, 4-hour drive.
That's true. That is true. I've actually driven to Toronto from Chicago before. So
I'm so
Michigan,
sorry.
a lot closer. Michigan's a lot closer. Marcus, have you ever you've certainly drove to some tournaments besides Toronto, of course.
The longest one I did was Knox, I think.
Oh man.
Knoxville was a 13-hour drive.
Yeah,
So,
God.
That was a good one. But most recently I did Milwaukee, which is a good 10 hours.
Okay, yeah, see that's why you just basically did the same as me as reverse.
Yeah, I picked up my girlfriend on the way and we just did a road trip. Like it's
fun.
It was fun. It was cute,
Cheesy said driving 9 hours from Jersey. Ooh, have fun and drive safe, of course. All right.
Yeah,
so...
I know some people driving up from DC, but it's like it's such a cheap flight. I don't know. I'm too old to sit in the car for 12 hours nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel that 100%.
I did my time. But no.
I think we've seen no. We saw Steven at 2 of these, at least.
84 players. Oh my God.
84
back in the day.
Moon Series.
Yeah. And this was a crazy tournament. This was back when I lived in Toronto. Calling it Toronto Regionals is maybe a little bit of a lie. It was the Brampton Regional Championships.
Brampton.
You should be so happy they have. You see Marcus's reaction. You guys should be so fucking happy that it's not in Brampton anymore. It's in like a nice venue. It's a beautiful venue. It's right in downtown Toronto, super close to, literally connected to Union Station. It's incredible.
You walk into Brampton, and the sky changes to the fucking Minecraft Nether, bro. Like it's actually the transition as you walk through the Nether portal. And, like that is what happens when you go into Brampton. It's actually like you look to your left, you look to your right. On one side, you're seeing drugs. On the other, you're seeing shootings. Like it's just like Brampton.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. I
was here. Demon. I went to this one. And I will not be going to Toronto though, so don't smart money me. James Evans.
You went to Brampton when you went to Toronto.
So true. No, I've gone to a couple of the Torontos, and I like Toronto as a city. But yeah, Toronto. Maybe not Brampton. James Evans should be going.
This tournament was fun. I remember because this was the first time that BingG had ever gone to a regional. No one knew who he was. He was actually a UToronto student. I had TA'd for him before he came to this tournament. I did not know it. And because I went to grad school in Toronto. And BingG showed up, and I remember hearing rumors about someone running Sweetveil Serena, because this was back in closed team sheet era. Someone was at the top table, someone who no one knew running Sweetveil Serena. And so literally maybe by round 5, everyone knew what his set was, and he still caught the tournament. First of many top cuts for him. But this is a very memorable tournament for me because of that. Also the place where I met Inosh for the first time. And he had a wacky team. And he beat me, I think, in round 4 at 3-0. And then just wanted to talk about it because he had built it the night before or something like that. And literally it's all of his notes are on like a piece of paper, like scratched out, just like scribbled, like literally like the Psycho Charlie scene from It's Always Sunny. Like that's how his building process works, but he cut the tournament because he's cracked.
Yeah. I have 2 things to mention about this one before we move on. One, I probably told this one last time when we played this, when we talked about this tournament and previewed it. I played Alvin in top 8, and he was playing on a 2DS, and I was playing on my 3DS, and he was like literally a minute and a half behind me in the turns because like that's how bad it was. So I was using Precipice Blades, and he's like, "Did the Precipice Blades hit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it did." And he's like, "I guess I lose." Like just, but he gets to find out like a minute before he even gets to see it on his screen because he's playing on a little stupid 2DS. The other one is vague posting is really in right now, right? Like people are loving doing vague posting on Twitter and stuff and not elaborating on things. And so I actually have the answer to this, but I will not elaborate on it. People can go do their own research, but Bingji is currently on the banned player list. So
He is. Unfortunately.
It's actually not as bad of a reason as people would maybe think or anything like that. So don't go be spreading bad things about Bingji, but Bingji is currently on the banned player list. I think it's temporary. So maybe Bingji, we will not be smart moneying Bingji for this tournament because I think it's currently not possible.
It's allegedly temporary. We don't from what I've heard, it's temporary. But also I've also heard that it's like there hasn't been great communication from Pokemon on it. So
I'm hoping that it's I'm hoping that it's temporary, especially because given that I know what the offense was, it's not that crazy.
It's
banned. How do you get banned? There's a lot of ways to get banned, Seth.
A lot of different ways to get banned.
There's a lot of ways to get banned.
So
actually.
you go to Twitter. You go to twitter.com, and the first slur that comes to mind, just tweet it, and then that'll get you banned right there. Congratulations.
Anything about a bomb is a good way to get out
that's a great one.
as well.
Yep.
You can do bomb stuff.
You could tweet. You could tweet. No, I'm not gonna say that. Actually,
don't say it out loud. You don't need that clip on Twitter, Marcus. Chill. All right. Chuppa ended up winning when we finally moved over to the Scarlet and Violet era, which actually that's a big gap, huh? 2019, 2023. So just no Sword and Shield. I mean, I guess that makes sense. A lot of it was pandemic. So anyways, Chuppa got his first regional win here. And it's kind of funny that he's not going back. I guess he's not defending, though, because the most recent one is from Wolf, of course. But yeah, don't pick Chuppa for smart money for this one, as we just gotten confirmation that he's not going. Paul, you were here in the chat earlier. I'm going to type at Paul. Are you still here? Paul is still here, maybe.
Well, the GC, too.
Yeah, Paul did do well in the GC. Paul, what is your GC team? Leak it to us now, and or Marcus will get you. And also, are you going to Toronto? Raghav's going.
I played Paul in the GC. Alex, you were watching me play him. You saw the team.
Oh, yeah. Okay, wait. Did I watch this one? I might not have been paying very good attention, I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Audie knows my team. It's so true. Oh, man. Okay, so Jamie. Oh, wow. Yeah, immediately. We talked about
here's what I'll say about Paul's team.
Yes.
I looked at the name Paul, and then I looked at the team, and I said, "Yeah, that's Paul Chua." If that tells you anything.
Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
Enough information there. Let's see. Justin Tang, gonna be going to this one would be a good pick.
Every even year, he's a top 8 merchant. Never breaks past it. So this is another year. No, I can actually make my smart money. Not about a player winning, but about Justin Tang getting specifically top 8. That would be my smart money for this tournament if I could.
Yeah. That's like the kind of bets you can make on those like sports betting websites, like super specific stuff.
VGC sports betting would go crazy.
Dude, don't tell Joe. I've actually had the thought about making like fantasy VGC and how that would work, and like I think it'd be kind of cool to do, but it's so much work and so little reward.
Yeah.
But no, I think VGC would be such a good thing for fantasy sports. You can do it in so many different ways. You can do players, you can do Pokemon, like it'd be sick.
Yeah. You were thinking about this when they did their official fantasy one, right? Remember?
Yes. And they did it in a boring way, but if you did it over the course of the season and you like could make trades and like track trends and stuff, like I think it'd be super cool. I'd be super into it. But I'm super nerdy, so you know.
Is Zach Weed going? Anybody know?
Does he need to?
No. I mean,
he got second original, so yes.
He got second. He didn't win, but you know, got a lot of points. And I thought Zach is East Coast. I thought
he is.
Let's see.
But by the way, if any betting companies want to sponsor the stream and also put VGC on their platform, let me know. Reach out. But you have to put VGC on the platform for us to endorse you. That's the one condition.
Are we getting Shilyang? Who's picking Shilyang for smart money?
Well, look, you see Maddie Morgan. I think Maddie is. Do we know if Maddie is going?
I'm pretty sure.
I heard some Europeans.
Maddie is going. Sure. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure. I was trying to convince him, but that was a while ago.
Maddie is not.
Shilyang is not going. Okay, he's not. Okay, cool. Shilyang is not going to this tournament, so I
No,
mean, he's not
no,
going to
I
any
was,
tournament.
I
So
was kind of
there's
joking
no,
about that one. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Uh.
your chat doesn't know, man. Your chat,
That's true. That's true.
leading them astray, man.
Marco, though, Marco, we were saying is going.
Marco's here. Yep, Marco's
Returning.
yeah.
Wolf should not be going. Wolf said he's
Wolf
on
is
a break
not.
still.
Wow.
So
Choppa's
then
not going.
we already
Gio's
talked about
not
Choppa.
going.
Gio, no.
So basically, it's
what
free
about
for Marco.
Marcus Dion. Marcus Dion.
Who's that? Dude,
That
who's
guy.
that guy?
There
Yeah,
we
I'm going.
go.
I'm actually. It's very funny. I'm on a work trip right now. If you couldn't tell, I'm in a hotel room. So the one tournament that I shouldn't have to fly into, I am in fact flying into. So
that's so stupid.
That's a fun one.
Flying home for the hometown regional.
Yes,
There's
sir.
Justin Tang again. Good shout there.
Yeah, bump him up 2 places. That's where I expect him.
Yep. Cedric is, I don't think, doing this one. Chris Hahn probably doing this one.
Chris is going.
Joe probably going, right? I imagine Joe's going.
Obviously.
Colin not. Okay.
It would be a
let's go
cold
ahead and
day.
pick our,
A cold day in hell.
Yeah, that's facts. Marcus, who you got?
Lorsey.
All right. Lorsey, I was watching some of Lorsey's stream earlier today. So it was fun to, just wanted to plug it because Lorsey, one of the few people besides myself who's like making like Twitch Showdown VGC content. I don't know. Not a lot of people do that one. But I like it. That's just what the content I'm looking for. So, and of course, Justin Tang doing it on YouTube. That's also good content. All right. Actually, Adi,
Colin
I'll
doing it
let
on
you.
YouTube.
Who'd you say?
So I said Colin also doing it on YouTube.
I would never watch a
notably.
Colin video. Cannot recommend. I'm kidding.
I only watch the Colin videos that you are not in. Is the important part.
Oh, okay.
I've only. So I'm got a kind of a boring pick, but I'm picking Marco. I just think the Europeans are better at this format than we are. I think that we got lucky that a European didn't steal a Worlds invite from us last year, and it's gonna happen this year, and Marco's gonna do it.
Oh God.
Nah, it's the most boring team you've ever seen in your entire life. By the way, you are going to fall asleep watching finals. That's a good pick.
Darts is doing it, and I actually told this story on stream during the GC when I was playing darts, and I'll just retell it again really quickly here. But I think darts won like a really early Victory Road tournament, that or a Limitless tournament. I don't remember which one. With a team that basically inspired the team that I made for my Portland win. So, yeah, and darts has just done well in the GC, so I definitely think Chris Hahn could take this whole thing.
Young blood Christopher Hahn. He's got what it takes. Has he got what it takes?
I think the first time I ever talked to Chris was in a game of Marcus, Lethal Company. I think I was just like, oh, you're like darts, like the guy that won that tournament, right? He was like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh, cool. Let's not die to this monster that's running after us.
Yep. Let's all scream very loudly.
Yeah, God. Anyways, yeah, make sure to mention, I saw some people maybe, but make sure to put your own smart monies in the chat so that they'll be here on the screen, and you can say that you called it. Because, yeah, it's just fun. So
get them in, people. Put your smart monies on the table.
I think then that'll be it for this episode of Tub Takes. Marcus, thank you for being on with us.
Dude, what about Calc is right, dude?
You want to do some Calc is right? We can do a quick little Calc is right. I mean, there's only 3 of us, so it is faster. I
just have one.
All right, what do you got?
I just have one. Max HP, Max Spadef, Calm Iron Bundle versus Zero Special Attack, Thunderclap.
All right. What's using Thunderclap? Is it
you say Max
Bolt or Smear Gold?
Calm?
Max Spadef, Calm.
Max Spadef, Calm. Is it Thunderbolt and the Raging Bolt's using it? Not
Raging Bolt is using Thunderclap with 0 special attack investment.
0 special attack.
Let's give it modest but 0 special attack investment.
Modest 0. Okay.
Sure, that's like basically 20 special attack investment, which is normal. So
I have to remember Bundle's stat line. I know that it has bad Spadef, but how bad is it?
So I'm gonna say it kills comfortably.
Max Spadef Calm?
Yep.
Okay. You
Okay,
say so?
okay,
You're thinking
okay.
of kills. Adi, what's number?
I got a number.
What do you got?
I think no. Calm with max SPDEF. Like when you have a low SPDEF, putting a lot of a SPDEF investment makes your calcs dramatically change. So I'm gonna say it's doing 75%.
I'm gonna stick
Maybe
with
it's a
the number that I
75% range. Maybe it's a 75% roll to kill.
I had 70. I had 70. I don't know. I think I'm with Adi in that, like, if you put EVs in stats, it will make a difference. 56 HP is so low.
It's not good. But no one runs
252.
max HP or max SPDEF, right? It matters. Like that. It means that
The
the
thing
EVs
is,
matter even
we all
more.
know the calcs into glass bundle, but what do you know about full tank bundle? And you put this on a snow team, bulk up your defense. This guy's unkillable. Okay.
It's looking good for your boy.
Oh my god, I think
It's
I'm
looking
sneaking in
good.
there. Oh wait, I said 4. It was actually 0.
It's
so
looking good for your boy.
We both got in there.
No, you're looking at Thunderbolt, Marcus, I think.
No. It's looking good is what I said.
Oh, for this guy, I follow.
Yeah. It's looking good. Now, just curiosity's sake, give it a max special attack. Give it a 252.
It's
It
we're
still is a kill.
living.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, guys, maybe I slept on Calm Iron Bundle.
This is the fucking play.
Well, yeah, because it's like I mean, that's just how multipliers work, right? Is by putting more special attack in Raging Bolts, more special attack EVs in a Raging Bolt. You're increasing it by what, like 15%? Whereas if you max out Iron Bundle special defense, you're
It's like a
increasing it by like
1.5.
a full 33%.
Yeah. Keep talking, Adi. This is good meta manipulation. We can get this on the table. We're both going to this tournament.
We don't even need booster energy
Anyway,
anymore. I'm putting on grassy
now I
seed.
gotta
I'm
know.
putting on grassy seed.
I gotta know, what speed stat do you hit if you are doing this? Do you have if you're just
156.
Wait, that's enough. That outspeeds. If you can put 12 EVs, you can outspeed all the gouging fires, and you're fine.
Oh no, man!
Yep, that's all we need.
That's all you need. We got there. What else do you want?
You heard of bulky bold flutter. What about
All right, y'all.
Freaky
Max
Calm
HP
bundle?
Max HP Ogre Pond Water. No SPDEF. How much is it taken from the freeze dry? We've got no investment. We don't have any EVs to spare. We didn't invest in our special attack.
Right now. We're chaining Calcus right. This is crazy. Okay. All right. This bitch is dead.
You still think it's killing the Ogre Pond Water?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have nothing.
Yeah. Okay. I got a number.
All right. What is it, Adi? Just tell me.
105% to 122%.
You got to pick a number in the middle.
105%.
All right.
105%.
But
Okay.
if I had to call the specific range it's going to be at, that is what it is.
Okay. You probably want to pick something in the middle of the range if you're that confident about it. But
Nah.
because that's very close to the number I was gonna say. I think it might be a roll to kill. Are we saying 4 HP or 0 HP with the Ogre
I
Pond?
said max
252
HP. 252 HP.
Oh, max HP. Okay. Yeah, I think it might not kill then. I think I'm gonna say 95%.
I think you're trolling.
It's 10% off what you said.
Oh no,
okay.
it's still so dead. It's still so dead.
It's still sad.
My
So we don't
range
need
was really
anything,
close,
dude.
actually.
We don't even need anything, dude. You're killing all the well springs with your freeze dry. Don't ask how much you're doing to your average.
Okay, wait. Keep bumping that special attack. Keep going up with that special attack. The special defense. No.
No. I wanted to see how bad it is into the Rillaboom. This is a very SPDEF Rillaboom, but even if it's just like 4, you're not even to it KOing with your ice type attack from your ice type Pokemon. No.
All right. I got a number. I got a question. Sorry. So we saw the Orthworm. We saw the Orthworm do quite well. I got to bring Orthworm Calc. See if Alex actually knows Orthworm as well as he thinks he does.
Oh god.
So Alex, or I guess and Marcus, you too. If you have an Earthworm that is, let's say, what do they run? 156 defense. Let's say 156 defense. Impish. And it is at +2. How much is it doing to, let's say, a what's a good Pokemon to calc against? How much is it doing to a 252 HP, 0 defense Tinglu?
That guy.
+2 Earthworm with a body press.
156 bold?
156 impish, yeah.
Okay, impish, whatever, same thing. Okay, I have a number.
I've got my number.
Mine is 75.
All right.
Mine was
Alex,
gonna be 60. Tinglu's too tanky. What did you say the Tinglu was actually? I kind of forgot.
I just said max HP.
Okay. Tinglu should probably be bulkier than that, but that's okay. We'll look at just max.
They don't need to run defense.
It's about benchmarking. It's not about the
it is
the semantics.
Right. We're running calm on the Tinglu now. We're dropping our attack stat because
the max HP, max HP, max HP.
I'll go back for it.
Okay.
And then of course Audie mentions the most noob spread on this guy.
Yeah, listen, I want my Earthworm to do damage. That's what it's here for. It's the damage dealer.
I think I'm in a good spot.
I think it's you. I think you got it. Oh, I put +2 attack. +2 defense. Yeah,
I'm in there.
Not quite there.
There you go.
But if the Tinglu had a reasonable spread, I'd probably be more in there. But this is, of course, it's unreasonable Earthworm spread versus an unreasonable Tinglu spread. So I've been completely out of my element. Also, did we side target our body press? Why are we body pressing our best friend?
What do you mean? Tinglu's a real Pokemon. You can face a Tinglu. I face Tinglus all the time.
I know, but Earthworm and Tinglu are best friends. They're best buds. It's not even hitting a bump.
Right.
156 is not a bump on this guy.
Is 156 not a bump? I don't know, man. I don't know what number Earthworm runs.
It's 145. All right, cool. Well, that's gonna be it for this one. So, again, thank you for being on, Marcus. And if you guys were here for the end of it, but you didn't catch the beginning of it, it's gonna be on Audie's YouTube channel tomorrow. !YT in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be back next week to break down the Toronto Regional and to preview other tournaments such as Merida and Birmingham.
3 regionals.
Is there another
regionals?
One?
And Auckland, I think, is happening.
Oh, in Australia? Okay. Auckland, yes. That's crazy.
Auckland is not in Australia, by the way.
New Zealand. Is it New Zealand?
Yes, it's in New Zealand.
Yes.
Okay.
New Zealand.
Dang. You're right. My bad.
That's okay.
And otherwise, I'll be streaming as well the next couple of days, just trying to snipe people on the best of 3 ladder so they feel even less safe trying to prepare for the tournament, of course. So,
hey man, if you catch any of those teams, just send them my way.
I will, of course. Gotcha. All right, we'll figure out who we're gonna throw the raid to here in a second. But otherwise, y'all have a good rest of your evenings and catch you around. Peace out, peeps.